Hello everybody, today I'm here with Dr. Mario World playing the next set of levels, and we're just starting off with some openings trying to get Peter Piranha again. Sadly we're not going to be able to showcase him today. Hopefully we'll get him in between the time between this set of levels and the next one, so that I can play it when the second area comes out with Peter Piranha. But you know, there's no guarantee. I really hope it happens, but there's no way for me to know right now if I will. But I'm gonna just keep trying until I get him. And most of these levels I thought were pretty okay. I got really stuck on 1098. Wait, no, 1093. And then I played 1095 for a little bit, and finally beat that one. But the first two I beat right away. And this one specifically, especially, I beat really quickly. And I think the main gimmick they want you to do here with this cannon is to explode it on the sides so that it can get all of those crates. Because it would be really hard to get all those crates yourself. And you'll kind of see that happen at the bottom when they force you to do it, which you'll see in a little bit. And then also just make sure to get all the viruses, and by doing so you'll get the majority of the dirty coins in the middle. Not all of them, of course, but any extra colors you can spend on those in the middle. And that's really all there is to this level. Just a pretty straightforward one, a fun way to continue the concept of the dirty coin. Well, I guess it really doesn't do anything with the dirty coins, but it does show the concept of the shell and the rotating cannon, which we have not seen, so I thought that was a pretty interesting idea. We haven't seen anything like that yet, and it's just crazy how many different ideas they can have in this game. We're in 1,000 levels, and most of them are fairly unique, so it's pretty interesting. Some of these levels had some pretty annoying well, actually, did they? I don't remember. 1098 I think did, and then the other ones were actually pretty forgiving, which I really just don't get why they just choose. It really does just feel like they pick a stage and say, this one we're going to make really hard to get 3 stars. And there's really no reason for it. I don't understand it myself. I mean, it must just be so that either 1, you have to choose someone other than Wario, or 2, you just play the game more or spend money on it more. Like, that must be their only motivations in making this levels like that, because this one is just like, yeah, I got 3 stars, and it was super simple to get 3 stars as well. So I don't really get it. We're coming back in with the point boosting assistance on this one, and we just needed a good round. I played this one a couple of times, and this one I finally did get enough on. And they start you off with 2 red shells. You're going to want to get those as soon as you can, but in the meantime you can start destroying some of either the viruses surrounding the purple coins or the 2 rows at the top here. Maybe Dry Bowser would be really good for this one, depending on whether he hits those 2 rows for you or not. I guess you just keep playing until he hits those rows for you. And then the rest of your time you just focus on getting everything else. I wonder if that would work out. Let me know what characters you brought in for this one. I really don't. Maybe Ludwig would be good too, because there's a good amount of ice. But once you get rid of all the ice, I mean, he's going to be pretty useless, so I don't know. The colors of the viruses are also pretty random at this section here, so you can get lucky or unlucky on that as well. And you can see now I've gotten the second section of purple coins open, and I'm trying to save as many capsules as I can, so placing the rainbow capsule on a purple coin so that I can clear it later. And then bringing down this red here to destroy those. These 2 greens should line up nicely. I believe those colors are the same every time. And then here, okay, that's not what I was expecting I would do, but okay, that works out. And then I probably try to wedge a blue in the well, I probably put the rainbow capsule in there actually. Alright, never mind, I was wrong. At some point here, we're going to bring a blue down, and getting Wario skill 1 last time was essential. Now we just need 2 more blues right here, and we end with 0 capsules, just barely getting those 3 stars. I guess with those extra 3 green capsules I just cleared, I definitely would have gotten it. But yeah, I was cutting it very close. Good thing I brought in my point boosting assistance. So, we move on, and we're bringing Koopa Troopa back in. We don't use him a lot, but recently I have been bringing him in. I prefer Koopa Troopa over Wendy, and there's really no reason for it. I actually have Wendy leveled up more than him. I don't know, I just prefer it. And you guys can argue with me all you want that I'm wrong. I don't care. I'm gonna always prefer to use Koopa Troopa over Wendy. And same goes for Goomba Tower, and same goes for... I believe there's at least one other character that's the same kind of gimmick. I think it might be Bloober. Whatever that skill is, I will always prefer over the other. It might be Blooper and Kamek had the same. I don't completely remember. But for this one, there's a lot of color crates in the middle. You do have to clear every color crate to beat the stage. When I first was playing it, I actually forgot that a couple of times. It may have cost me some victories, I don't know. But yeah, you have to get all the color crates, and then all the viruses, obviously, and it's pretty easy to just clear some colored crates. A lot of the viruses line up pretty nicely, especially in this run I had, they all lined up pretty well. And then if you're bringing in Koopa Troopa like me, you really don't have to focus on the blocks all that much, except when you're getting down to the end here, where I have no more blue viruses. So now it's gotten to the point where, like, okay, I have this one blue colored crate to clear, yeah. But after I do that, what do I do with the blue capsules? And I would suggest starting and hitting some of the blocks for Koopa Troopa, because I don't think Koopa Troopa actually would have hit every single block without some of my help. So, just destroying some of those blocks that are easy to hit is going to be a good way to allow Koopa Troopa to do this a bit easier. The whole bottom section is done. I just have a couple of these blocks on the top. I get a little worried, but we get King Boo to trigger, because this is one of those levels where you need a good amount of points to clear it. And I believe I'm bringing King Boo and Thwomp, maybe? I don't remember. You can look back at the beginning of this if you want to see. But yeah, we completed it with 4 capsules remaining, a pretty good amount of points overall. And yeah, we had Thwomp here. And we got enough. And I don't know how close it was, I don't remember, but it must have been pretty close because that was not a lot of points. So, yeah, that one's pretty tough to get 3 stars on, I would say. King Boo is probably your best bet on that one. And then we move on to this one, which it's just like the complete opposite. They make this one so nice. King Boo is not necessary for it. Thwomp is just getting some more points for me. I am bringing in the rainbow capsules, but again, I try to use the rainbow capsules as non-efficiently as possible, if you get what I'm saying, so that's a lot more fair to those of you who don't have the rainbow capsules to start with. So we're just going through, and this is my first time playing, so I didn't really know exactly what I should be doing, but once I got to this point I kind of realized, okay, these keys on the left and right side are not able to break in any other way than or like, they're not going to break unless I do something about them. So that's when I started to be like, okay, we're going to start clearing these manually. And I would start doing it while these bubbles are still here, otherwise you're going to have to build back quite a bit. There are some strategies to do that if you do that, but I would just suggest doing it as the bubbles are still here. And a good way to do it is to place a single, or a capsule with 2 different colors on it at the bottom, like I did there, and then we place the reds on top. And now I have 1 capsule at the bottom, preventing me from destroying that bubble, and also in preparation for future clears. And now once you get all of those top, like the 2 topmost doors on either side done, I would just clear the rest of the stage, get all the bubbles popped, and then go for the final keys. So, just destroying all this, like I said. I need some greens to get that final virus. Start working on the other side in the meantime. And there we go. Now we destroy these bubbles on this side. And the reds on here as well. Sorry, I had to stop recording for a second, but I'm back now, and I'm just destroying these final keys like I said. I think we end with like maybe 5 capsules remaining, so pretty good. And I think it's fair to say that the rainbow capsules didn't affect that all that much, and even if I was a few capsules behind, I still would have gotten 3 stars. Like, I think I only needed like 1 capsule to, maybe even Thwomp would have gotten it for me, I don't know, but I was pretty close regardless. So the final level here, unfortunately I did rely on Toad, and I do need those 3 extra capsules to end up completing the level. With a little extra luck, or, you know, just hoping to get Toad on your round, you should be fine. I'm bringing Goomba Tower, you can also bring in Dr. Toad, either one works. And I'm just starting off going for all the floating viruses, because that's the main thing I'm going to need to hit. And then I'm really just hoping that Goomba Tower hits a good amount of the barrels for me as well. But also, of course, I'm going to hit some of myself, you know, any floating viruses down there you're going to want to hit so that you can get some hits on those barrels. It suggested bringing in Lemmy to get those barrels. I don't know how great of an idea that is, because once you get all the barrels exploded, Lemmy's not going to be that helpful. I just don't know how many capsules you're going to have to clear the remaining amount of the stage, so for all I know, Lemmy could be great, and I just never tried him. I guess leave it in the comments if you used Lemmy and he seemed really good, or if you had an easy time with him or something. But Goomba Tower, again, with Toad's help, worked out pretty good. So we start destroying some of these bombs here. We're getting pretty close to the end. You do not need to clear all the colored crates, although they can get in the way quite often. And you do need to get all the keys into the doors. And you do need to get all the coins out of the blocks and all the floating viruses. And I left the blues to the end, which is a pretty bad idea probably. This blue did line up really nicely there. That made my job a lot easier. And then we got some lucky hits with Goomba Tower again. And then, yeah, right there. So this blue one opens up. And then we had to use a couple of capsules here just because we didn't have any blues ready to go. I guess if we had gotten blues more, we would have completed it with those 3 capsules that Toad gave us. Anyways, there we go. Hopefully the final 5 go well for me. I haven't tried them yet, but wish me luck. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you then. Goodbye.